Have you ever wondered if humans might not have originated from Earth? From the brain to the skin, from language to the skeleton, there are too many traits that defy evolutionary theory, making humans a true anomaly in the natural world. Well, 1. The leap in nervous system evolution. Millions of years ago, the intelligence levels of living creatures on Earth were relatively similar, but the ancestors of humans suddenly evolved a tremendously advanced brain on the African savanna. From the 500 milliliters of Australopithecus to the 1300 milliliters of Homo sapiens, brain volume tripled over 3 million years. Yet, even so, in terms of the number of neurons, humans still lag behind animals like whales and dolphins. While other animals continued to rely on brute strength for survival, humans focused on optimizing brain CPU and algorithms, ultimately achieving intelligence far superior to all other species. However, the overdevelopment of the brain came with a massive survival cost. Due to the large size of infants' heads at birth, childbirth became extremely difficult, with maternal mortality rates staying above 15% for a long time. This evolution, prioritizing intelligence over survival, has never been observed in other species. 2. The ecological paradox of bipedalism. As the only species that consistently walks upright, the cost humans pay for this ability is far greater than imagined. The probability of spinal scoliosis reaches 80%, and knee joint durability is limited to about 60 years. Pelvic deformation leads to internal organ compression, and compared to quadrupedal locomotion, walking efficiency is reduced by 70%, all just to achieve complete freedom of the hands. This seemingly disadvantageous evolutionary direction became a reality on the African savanna 3 million years ago. Nos 3. The abnormal degradation of the hair system. Humans are the only mammals lacking body hair, which subjected them to tremendous pressure during ice ages. According to genetic studies, human hair degradation began about 1.2 million years ago, coinciding with the onset of the Quaternary Ice Age. Contrary to this, the development of an advanced sweat gland system emerged. With an extraordinary density of 600 sweat glands per square centimeter, humans became the most endurance-efficient land animals. This paradoxical phenomenon of evolving a heat dissipation system during a cold period remains one of the greatest enigmas in evolutionary biology. 4. The mystery of language center mutation. While other animals survive using simple signals, the human throat structure evolved to produce complex vocal organs, which could even lead to choking. Every year, approximately 120,000 accidental deaths worldwide are caused by choking. Even more perplexing is the neurological basis for complex grammatical structures, which has no transitional form in existing primate relatives. SNOT 5. The vulnerability of the nasal structure. The protruding soft tissue nose bridge is considered a flawed design in the history of biological evolution. This fragile organ, filled with blood vessels and nerves, cannot protect against UV damage and serves as a fatal weak point for predators. Archaeologists have discovered that 60% of skull injuries found at the Yuan Mao Man site are concentrated in the nasal area. 6. The reverse evolution of the muscular system. Humans are the only species that exhibit muscle atrophy due to inactivity. According to experimental data, astronauts lose about 20% of their muscle mass per month in a weightless environment. In contrast, rhesus monkeys in the same conditions can maintain stable muscle mass. This physiological mechanism, which defies the law of energy conservation, is directly related to humans' abnormally active metabolic system. Evolutionary biologists have found that the energy conversion efficiency of human mitochondria is 32% lower than that of other primates. But this comes with stronger cellular repair capabilities. These unconventional evolutionary traits form a unique biological puzzle for humanity. The scientific community has proposed 3 main hypotheses to explain these anomalies: the genetic mutation hypothesis, the environmental pressure hypothesis, and the external intervention hypothesis. The most controversial of these, the external intervention hypothesis, points to the sudden emergence of the Stone Age cultural gap around 2.8 million years ago. As paleoanthropologist Leakey stated, there is a 200,000-year gap in human evolutionary history, and we still do not know what force shaped the prototype of modern humans. Standing on the coordinates of biological evolution, humans seem both a masterpiece of natural selection and a mutant created by genetic anomalies. When we gaze into the deep eye sockets of fossilized skulls, the question that has puzzled the scientific community for a century remains unanswered. What kind of evolutionary force shaped this contradiction-filled intelligent species? Perhaps the answer lies hidden within the 3 billion editing sequences of the DNA helix.